Whether it's signatures and photos and warming up and competing and in more events, it's pretty hectic, and so I'm trying to just be take a few more breaks and unfortunately say no to a few autographs and photos. Chishan Kao there with it. How do you say the last name? Sorry.
Third solve, getting 5.50, an amazingly consistent solver. He should make the finals. Theodore, some great turning and with amazing look ahead. He's going to get a good one. A sub 5 for Theodore Zeider. For Xuanyi, his first world championship. A very talented solver and very masterful with ZBOL. As he demonstrates here, opening his account with a 494. It's so important to turn accurately, and Max just putting it on full view here.
8 seconds.
Timon looks like he's going to pick white cross again. Yes, indeed. Can he repeat from 461?
Come on!
Come on, he says. 4 point.
Leave orange. There's only one orange-oriented edge there, or attached edge to the center. So lots of options here. I saw that block. He's doing white.
489, and what was he recognizing there on the
It all says NA and 4 first. All right.
We got a botched cube cover lift there, but Maddie's not someone that needs a lot of inspection. Oh, pretty quick. 488 there from Maddie. That's a nice start for Maddie.
Well, the sport's been able to progress to such a level where that is a viable option. Because not only is it great personally for the people that can.
This could be good. This looks good. He's happy with it. 488. Nice ZB there from Luke.
Just interrupting me with this.
Like natural variance in cubing, you get rewarded for doing like dumb stuff because like it just falls into place.
Bofan here, solve number 4. This one looks a little bit better, much better. 486 there from Bofan.
That was so much better.
Yeah, smooth as slow as.
He does white instead of yellow, which is the cross that Xuanyi did on his solve. Timon going for orange here, doing ZB.
484 for him.
These are some good times. Timon
Here on his third solve. Let's see what he can do. Looking pretty smooth here. 483. I think that was an F-perm as well. We'll have to check the replay.
believe. We also have a 482 from Olaf Kuzminski, so we're seeing some 4s starting to come out. Not just Timon that's getting them. The standard.
Definitely no, and he feels like he could have done better.
I mean, he's of high caliber enough, just as Chris Mills is. These guys are basically guaranteed to make the next round.
I was going to say, I really got to shout it out here to Chris Mills. Every time I have seen him so far this weekend, I've gotten a fist bump. That does not go unappreciated.
481. Nice, 481.
For Chris Mills. There's good karma from all those fist bumps this weekend.
Exactly.
Getting ready to start his solve there.
That's great. Only one orientation, or only one rotation.
You just started competing 2 years ago in 2023. What has the cubing community meant to you?
It meant a lot. Like, I don't think I would be cubing right now if it wasn't for the cubing community. I feel like I would get bored of it, but
65, so that's more on pace with what Kyle will want to be seeing.
Absolutely.
As we look at Xuanyi Gang's third solve here, using that inspection time, not quite getting to 12, and some quick turning. Again, another little shaky pause there. 477.
Nice, easy, anti-soon last layer for him. Helped save.
Here, yeah, white cross feels very natural of a choice here. Two pieces already solved relative to each other. They're just on this U layer just to get them onto the D layer. Olaf does that in a flash. And now just finishing it up, and that's the first sub 5-second solve, 4.76.
There we
placed last year. He felt he could do a little bit better. Max instantly went for blue. Timon now considering the white cross angle, and that's what he's going to go for. Needs some great execution. Got to ZBL so quickly. Get in for Timon Kolosinski. 4.74.
Yiheng obviously famously will be looking very deep into the solve during his inspection time, maximizing that time. And here he goes off the timer. and a lot of moves there, Keaton, but 469.
Looks like Olo Piolo in his solution.
Now, Garrett, interestingly, taking a bandage out, or at least attempting to do so before his next solve. Not sure what that was all about.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we did see him kind of lick his finger a little bit there. Not entirely sure what that's about. Perhaps we can try and get more information on that shortly. White cross is going to be the choice. Of course, Luke Garrett, a color neutral solver as well. But this one is a lot better than the last. Wow, he just have his top. The last group was full of stars, and here, one of the biggest stars of Worlds 2025, Yiheng, the current 3x3 single world record holder, 305. You see it right there on your screen.
And not just that, but also second in the world for average.
Oh, wow.
And that's why. I mean,
That's
467.
More Algs like Xuanyi here. Take a look at the inspection. Fairly quick to getting an orientation, and he's off.
Another 9-mover.
Another 9-move last layer. So, tough solve.
And 16 moves. Very long at that, even if it is all RUD. At least for some algorithms. Timon now, he is going to be picking green cross. And really fluid turning. Got to ZBLL so quickly. From talent to another talent, Yiheng. Remember, he has the sub 4. He could count an incredible time right now. 4.53. You hear the roar from the crowd. Could also win it here. It all depends on this solve. And I'm not even going to commentate it. Yiheng, take it away. And he's done it! Yiheng Wang is your world champion! The absolute pop-off, 4.43. He's done it with an incredible average, 4.23.
We'll definitely make it.
Yeah. All right, Timon Koloshinsky, this should be his second solve. And off he goes.
Starting with the 5-4, a lot of edges oriented on yellow.
Wow, 442, crowd erupts.
That's a nice solve from Timon, making sure that...
Important things to remember, folks. Of course, these guys, they're all turning fast, but they are also turning extremely accurately. The number of lockups are not significant, and you notice when there is a lockup, their times are completely different. Just a note for the folks at home. Xixian on white cross. Incredible turning through up to this ZB 441. That is going to be she's going to count the 503 now. Incredible work. Timon Koloshinsky, he is on solve number 4, remember. We'll get his best possible after this. Looking like very good turning.
That's a good time from Timon.
Amazing solve.
That's guaranteed himself a slot in the finals. He's got a 5.4 average at the worst.
Counting a 524 and a 503, so definitely on pace.
PR is. Not sure I don't know off the top of my head, but let's see.
I know it's close to that worst possible average, so she won't need much better than that 583 that she got on the first solve. And
Looking good with the Soon ZB. With the Soon ZB there.
Best possible average, 507.
Amazing.
To make finals. Here we are, Yiheng Wang now. Solve number 2. He will only choose between yellow and white to start off. Looks like he might have been switching, thinking of yellow, now going to white. A lot of inspection being used here. Oh, but just so fluid. Just amazing.
Yeah, essentially non-stop turning right there. Incredible look ahead.
That'll get him a counting 3, and that'll put him in a great spot if he can do it. So that 3.8 is very, very beneficial.
And remember, as we've mentioned earlier, these scrambles looking pretty good for white-yellow.
Especially the 4th.
White-yellow only. Here we go, a huge third solve here. Yiheng, great turning, absolutely flawless.
Oh my goodness, they're neck and neck.
They are counting solves just 1/100th of a second apart. Incredibly fluid stuff. Xuanyi now inspecting his second. I just have to point out the SpongeBob hand warmers, just amazing. Oh, a little bit locky there at the beginning, but 430. What is that shrug? Timofey is now ready for his second. Will want to come back a little bit. Perhaps hearing the crowd react to Qixuan. He knows maybe she got something good. Can be hunting for that himself. White cross is his choice. Great turning. He's on last layer now. 4.28.
But again,
I'm missing some sort of context, but I'll figure it out later.
I think you're just a little too old for this, Manu.
Perhaps. What never gets old is watching Timon Koloshinsky solve. Oh, incredible. Got to ZB so fast. He's going to count that 4.27.
Timon is
most fantastic stuff.
8 seconds.
Oh, man. Shunri to attempt to follow that up. Of course, he's a solver of that capability as well. This is looking extremely good. Whoa! 1.2 for himself. He's counting 430 now.
Whoa! That's insane.
Juan Yiheng, this will close out his average.
Yeah, in the bottom groups right now, we already have 6 people who are sub-7, so fairly good competition. 10% of the slots already taken up by sub-7.
Very fast start and a 423 for Juan Yiheng.
Nice way to finish off the average right here. Seems fairly calm and collected and is ready to collect his ticket to the third round.
306, 1/100th of a second off of the world record single.
and he's done it twice.
Yeah.
That is incredible. Arguably the most dominant solver in 3x3.
Here we are, folks. What can we see from the greatest in the world? It was
422 to start off the average for Yiheng Wang.
absolutely incredible. Just a few seconds. I can see that this, in fact, is his second solve. He immediately picked this angle.
8 seconds.
White bottom, blue front. Is going to immediately go ahead and execute immediately. Oh, man. Oh, man. Just so good. 4.21 for Yiheng Wang, the little master himself. We have to see that one on the replay.
Looking at him, Max Park also a crowd favorite. People will be watching him as well. Yiheng's taking a look here at his first solve. Also doing yellow just like Xuanyi.
No ZBLL for him. OLL, PLL 4.17 is the time that we can see from the timer. Fantastic starts for our 3 top seeds.
Incredible stuff so far.
Yiheng has been sitting down at this competition to solve. So taking a look at his final solve here, BPA is well under 5 seconds.
There's an orange corner attached to the green-white edge. So green, white, orange. Might see Yiheng take advantage of that.
Very quick.
Fast.
Oh, 414 from Yiheng Wang.
Nice. It'd be nice to get a replay on that. It looked like he did a lefty U2 plus U-perm.
Yeah, I don't typically watch Luke solve.
Interesting. So, when's the last time you watched him solve?
Probably finals of NAC last year.
Okay, and how are you feeling as you watched it?
Feeling pretty good. Hopefully that was Luke, but maybe Timon, I don't know. But yeah, feeling pretty good. He's doing pretty well, and nerves seem to be pretty good. So at this point, we're here. Let's just do it.
We're getting started right away here. Xuanyi Geng taking a look at this first solve. Xuanyi with incredible depth in his inspection.
Yeah, yellow crosses start things off, and there it is. The ZBLL, the second sub 4 we've seen, 3.96. That solve is perfectly okay. The cube is perfectly solved. Let's watch it back.
It's a fantastic solve here, taking advantage of a nice yellow, which we can see other competitors might be able to do. Making sure he gets a nice last F2L insert for a ZB.
Scramble 4. Scramble 4.
Let's just let this play out.
Scramble 4! 395!
A sub 4 solve of his own. Absolutely no no emotion, nerves of steel, 3.95. Xuan Yiheng is in the driver's seat to win this world championship. He is guaranteed to get a sub 4.5 average. What is the world we live in?
Unbelievable. And he's on PR pace as well, by the way. Remember, he's got a PR average of 432. And to break PR in World's Finals.
5.45? If he were to count that?
Yiheng, before the solve, calling about flash in the audience.
The flash photography, of course, very distracting for solvers.
Correctly calling it beforehand. There should be no issues here. He'll be able to take an extra second to compose himself and focus on this incredible scramble.
And of course, yeah, this is number 4, the one that might matter the most, the one that might win the world championship for Yiheng Wang.
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness! 3.94! He's going to count that solve! I need to see WPA, BPA populate here. 402, 457. It's not over yet, folks. One of these two is going to win the world championship, and it's gonna silent.
This is the moment. Xuan Yi's won the last 3 finals head-to-head against Yiheng, I believe. So does have a little bit of a mental edge over him, potentially.
This would be huge. Second solve upcoming for Yiheng Wang. And the little master delivers! Bang! 3.80!
Unbelievable execution here. Look at this. Not a single, oh, there's a flaw in a solve that's 3.8 seconds long.
Oh my goodness, that is the solve of all solves. Not too bad. Yiheng Wang. Oh my goodness, his second sub for 3.62. He is unstoppable. He is counting 4.17. Keaton, if he keeps this up, he's going to make a run at the world record once again.
That's absolutely insane. He's on that pace right now. Needs a little bit more, but nice transition into OL and then PLL.
I believe this is his first solve, and we'll take a look at what we see from the favorite for the world champion.
The favorite by far, looking only with his left hand. Seems to be looking pretty deep. He hasn't changed the orientation, but is looking around the cube. Great execution.
346 from Yiheng Wang.
Essentially no pauses in that solve in its entirety. Yiheng with a huge pop-off, really playing off the crowd energy right there.
Yiheng.
Yeah, taking a look here. By the way, this is slowed down, so this is not the actual speed. Oh, he had a nice PLL skip right there. Hard to see.